He's seated in the first row. I would request District Governor and I request the presiding officer Vijay Kumar to lead the dignitaries to the lamp. Request the presiding officer and Vijay Kumar to call the meeting to order.
I, Vijay Kumar, LCF Coordinator, District317F, hereby call the meeting to order.
Thank you. Flag salutation. Request everyone to stand up for the flag salutation. Request Region Chairperson Ramanath Narayan to render the flag salutation.
We salute our national flag and pledge our allegiance to the same. Its honor and its glory depend upon the zeal and assiduity with which each one of us will shoulder our responsibilities as a good citizen. Its glorious history, written in letters of gold, inspires us to put in good work for the fair name of our country. We declare our unflinching loyalty to our national flag and maintain that its codes shall be our codes and that each individual amongst us shall make genuine efforts to add to its luster and glory and make it fly proudly aloft in the comity of nations. Please remain standing for a minute. Thank you.
Kindly be seated. I request the presiding officer to address the gathering.
Good evening to all of you. Ellarigu namaskara. You can't get very far until you start doing something for somebody else. The famous quote of Melvin Jones, the founder of Lions Clubs International. As you all know, we are gathered here to celebrate the MJF Nite in commemoration of Melvin Jones, whose birth anniversary is on January 13th. It's my pleasure and privilege to extend a hearty welcome, big and warm enough to encompass you all today. To say we are thrilled to see you is an understatement. It is gratifying to look around and see so many familiar faces. That's a pleasing welcome to what I know is going to be a great evening. We are delighted to have you with us to participate, celebrate, and share in our MJF Nite celebrations today. That many of you have traveled long distances to be here serves as a reminder to all of us just how important our work is. On this important day, I take this opportunity in welcoming the dignitaries to this August gathering. We would like to welcome the chief guest of the day, Campaign 100 Constitution Area Leader, LCF Trustee, past International Director, V. Vijay Kumar Raju. We are pleased to welcome our guest of honor, Multiple Council Chairperson, MD317, Nagaraj V. Bairi. We extend our gracious welcome to our guest of honor, District Governor, District317F, MB Deepak Suman. We extend a glad welcome to our guest of honor, International Director Endorsee, MD317, K. Vamsidhar Babu. We extend a cheerful welcome to a special invitee, MD317, LCF Coordinator, past Multiple Council Chairperson, S. Ramachandran. We are delighted to extend a warm welcome to a special invitee, member LCF MD317 Committee, past District Governor, K. Satyanarayana Raju. We extend our appreciative welcome to our first Vice District Governor, C.K. Mano Nambiar, and our second Vice District Governor, B.S. Rajshekharaya. We extend our friendly welcome to our past multiple council chairpersons present, past district governors present, District Cabinet Secretary Arvind Shetty, District Cabinet Treasurer Ajit Babu, GMT Coordinator B.S. Nagaraj, GST Coordinator Anil Kumar, Region Chairpersons, Zone Chairpersons, District Chairpersons, Club Officers, and above all, the philanthropic donors and my dear lions in the cause of service. Wishing you all a great evening today. Thank you.
Thank you, Lion Vijay Kumar. I now request our guest of honor, our District Governor Deepak Suman, to address the gathering.
Good evening, one and all. Namaste. What a wonderful day it is today. Celebrating our Melvin Jones Nite with the gracious presence of our multiple and international leaders around us. First and foremost, I must thank my district proud and privileged members, their generosity and your commitment towards the organization made us to be proud. Respected past international director, LCF trustee, Vijay Kumar Raju sir, multiple council chairperson, Nagaraj V. Bhairi, respected GAT ambassadors, my co-governors, and all my well-wishers. Together we can, together we will. Yes. The contribution of yours is changing the world. And the year beginning I didn't expect it. I had given my commitment in my schooling. 15 MJF, 2 model clubs. The leadership of my district, heads of the line Vijay Kumar, has been taken into the district in the greater heights, in the multiple and in the CS6 today. Yes, changing the world is why the become a lion. It's also why Lions Clubs International Foundation is our foundation, is empowering your services, the most ambitious fundraising campaign in history. Goes to various levels of services. Hunger, Sight First, disaster, humanitarian services, childhood cancer, environment, the diabetes. All these matters with your support. I, being a governor, you all gifted me this position. This position, whenever I call, wherever I go, we call as a servant leader of the organization. It's our motto to follow these leaders. Always we do something, whatever you want to do, in a small way. Your kind-hearted support made our district proud. It's all about kindness matters. So my dream and your wishes has fulfilled our global service challenges, supporting the campaign 100 as well, being MJF and PMJF and Model Club 2. With these words, I welcome you all for this evening. Let us enjoy PA from our leader. Thank you. Long live Lionism.
Thank you, Governor. It's now time to pay tribute to our founder, Melvin Jones. We prepared a video for it. I request all our line members to watch this. Sound, please.
Lay the foundation for Lion.
We, as Lions, are intensely proud of the dreamer, the doer, who conceived the idea of this organization and then proceeded to devote his entire life to the execution of the idea.
For more than 40 years, Melvin Jones provided the leadership, organizational skills, tenacity, and muscle to lay the foundation for Lions Clubs International. On January 13, 1879, Melvin Jones was born in the Arizona Territory at Fort Thomas. His father was a scout for the U.S. Army. Looking for ways to help others was Melvin Jones, a successful insurance man. He was secretary of the Business Circle of Chicago, a lunch club established in part to help its members grow their businesses. However, Jones had a different goal in mind.
I am finding out that you do not get very far until you start doing things for others. And I am beginning to believe that I can help some of the clubs, like the Circle, to have feelings in their hearts.
Jones's words struck a chord with his club, and the Circle gave Jones permission to invite similar groups across the country to a meeting to discuss forming a new kind of club.
We are now seeking to make our organization international and write to inquire if you would affiliate with us, and at some future date, we can adopt bylaws and a name that will be suited to all.
June 7th, 1917. The first meeting was held at the Hotel LaSalle in Chicago. The Chicago Business Circle and several other groups attended. Dr. William Woods led a delegation called Lions Clubs to the meeting. This group had been registered in Indiana since 1916 and had clubs in a number of other states. Melvin opened the meeting and shared his vision for the new club. The attendees were receptive. Dr. Woods suggested the groups adopt the name Lions and pay dues of $1 per member semi-annually. Melvin and the others seized the opportunity to merge the existing clubs into a new, bigger, stronger organization, and the lion was the perfect symbol. He began inviting other clubs to join into one larger service organization. In August, Melvin and the members of the Chicago Business Circle formed the Lions Club of Chicago, now the Chicago Central Lions Club. Meeting and convention in 1917, Melvin was the driving force in shaping Lions Clubs International.
Well, we took the name Lion because it stood for courage, strength, activity, and fidelity. That was to be the platform on which Lionism was to be founded.
In 1919, Melvin had the International Association of Lions Clubs Incorporated. Its first office was in Melvin's insurance agency. He personally attended many charter ceremonies. Nothing escaped his attention. In 1923, he outlined the charter ceremony.
The presentation of the charter should be a very serious and sublime moment. Take the president's right hand, holding the charter in your left hand.
Lions grew from 800 members at the end of the first convention to more than 32,000 in only 6 years. At the end of the war, there were almost 220,000 Lions in 18 countries. 1945, when the United Nations was formed, Melvin was invited to represent Lions. By that time, Lions headquarters was outgrowing its rented offices. Melvin continued to focus on the association. Over the years, he was involved in every aspect of the international convention. He believed it was an opportunity to stimulate growth and enthusiasm.
It was
and key member recognition, events still part of convention today. Melvin never missed an international convention. Reflected on his life with Lions. No matter how far he traveled, Melvin always remained dedicated to his local Lions clubs. He was an active member of 4 Chicago area clubs. Melvin had a way of making Lions feel special. In 1958, the Lions International Board of Directors added founder to his title of Secretary General. Even this new title could not capture his enormous impact on the association. During the 1960 Chicago Convention, he was helped from his wheelchair to acknowledge the standing ovation from Lions. When Melvin died at the age of 82 on June 1st, 1961, there were more than 625,000 Lions in 114 countries.
I hope there will always be a land of beyond for Lions International, a goal that will keep growing larger and larger as we approach it, yet will keep just out of reach, challenging us to run faster, work harder, think bigger, give more.
We have just crossed 2,84,000 members in India. I think it's a good time for all of us to stand up and give a standing ovation to all of us and the man behind our organization. Thank you so much. We now watch a video on the permanent projects
since 1950
of LCIF.
Lions have been woven into the fabric of India.
We are present in every village, in every city.
A huge network in India, 280,000 lions.
We have an obligation to leave this world better than we found it.
Lions Clubs International Foundation, LCIF, is there to help Lions and partners achieve the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which are supported by the Government of India.
Sight First, Lions Vision for All, has been a game changer in India.
LCIF has helped Lions to establish and operate more than 200 eye hospitals and clinics in India.
7.
And has invested in training thousands of eye care professionals.
We put up this institute to provide affordable eye care to average citizen of our society. People who can't afford, we give them absolute free care. Mobile units go to the villages, identify people who need surgery, bring them to our Lions Base Hospital. We have a lot of partnerships who come forward to support our activities. Eye care plays a great role in the economic development of a country or a state. So more people are healthy. They are not a burden to anybody else. They are able to do their own work.
Lions are investing in India's future through education that is empowering the 21st century workforce.
Social emotional learning actually must be a part of academics.
1.5 million students in India have benefited from Lions Quest Skills for Adolescents.
This is the age where you will face so many consequences, maybe at home, in the school.
It's all about self-discipline and self-confidence.
To share our feelings with others.
Lions Quest teaches about gender equity and life skills.
I am interacting with everyone and I don't have any fear to talk with anyone. I learned that boy and girl have equal rights and equal opportunities to go forward.
Lions Quest is a program that creates leaders. And that is what we need. Leaders in industry, leaders in colleges, leaders in social circles.
As active community leaders, Lions step forward whenever there is a need.
Kerala had the most devastating flood in the past 100 years. Nearly 200,000 people were displaced.
Within days, LCIF gave Lions a grant of 7 lakhs.
We have 24,000 lions in Kerala, in around 600 Lions clubs. And all of them sprung into action to help the people who were suffering from the floods and landslides.
The Lions, its members are from the community. They know the community.
When the water receded, we started taking up the construction of houses.
My organization, Manapura Finance Limited, we plan to build around 200 houses. But tying up with the Lions Clubs in association with LCIF is the best way to reach out.
Lions believe that partnering is key to solving the biggest problems.
Lack of safe drinking water is a big problem in India. We have joined with Coal India Limited and Tata Projects Limited to alleviate the problem.
এই জলটা যখন আগে খেতাম বাড়ির টিউবওয়েলের জল তখন খুব অসুবিধা হতো
তো পায়ের আর্সেনিক মুখ জলটা বেশি ফেস করতে হয়েছে পেটের যন্ত্রণা হতো লুজ মোশন এটসেট্রা
28 water filtration systems have been established in West Bengal, collectively supplying more than 35 million liters of clean water per year.
We chose to install a water project in a school because there are more than 1,300 students and they belong to nearby villages where there is no access to safe drinking water.
বাড়িতে জল নিয়ে যাচ্ছে প্রত্যেকেই এর উপকারিতা অনুভব করতে পারছে
এইজন্য এই জলটা খেয়ে আমরা আরো বেশি সুখী আর হ্যাপি
We are a global organization, but we look after the needs of the local people.
Investing in India's future is a mission that unites us all. Together, we can help our people rise to a new day and our nation rise to new heights.
Thanks, Vernon. Before we move on, there is a lucky dip that's been organized. There are 5 prizes based on the registration numbers, and we intend to do one each in between these programs to break the monotony. I honestly don't know what the prizes are. The DCS knows it, but I would like to start this off, the first prizes, with asking our chief guest to pick the lucky winner. Only one at a time, right? Okay. What is the serial number? The serial number is 64, and DCS or DCT will announce the name of the winner for the first prize. 6 and 4, 64. Yeah. Who's 64? What is this thing? Lion Victor from Sikshana is the winner of the first lucky dip. Congratulations, Victor. I didn't even know it was there. I now invite our special invitee. Before the prize is already being given away. Good. Thanks. Thank you so much. I now like to invite. I'd like to invite our special invitee of MD317 LCIF coordinator PMCC, Lion Ramchandran, to address us.
Good evening. Thank you. District Presiding Officer, District LCF Coordinator Vijay Kumar, our PID and member LCF Lion Vijay Kumar Raju, our multiple chairperson Nagaraj Bairi, District Governor Deepak Suman, DG team, the LCIF team, District LCIF team, and my co-member, that is from the multiple LCIF team, PDG Satyanarayan Raju, I think is that. First of all, I would like to congratulate the LCIF team led by Lion Vijay Kumar Raju, and also the DG team led by Deepak Suman for the excellent performance what you have achieved during this Lionistic year. The governor as well as LCF coordinator was informing me that nearly they have completed 8 model clubs, and today I think they are going to give about 25. Am I right? 25 MJFs. I think this year, maybe as for the governor, they will be reaching that magic figure of 50 for the Lionistic year 20 and 21. 50 for, because yesterday we were listening from 317A, 125, and they started with 116, 125, but 6,000 lions. So 50 is a very good achievement, especially considering the COVID situation. Because beginning of the year, whenever the international used to ask me, I used to feel, how will I go and ask anybody any money, including me and my own business? We had a lot of losses and money was very, very tight. If I go and ask, some of them I did try. They were telling, sir, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ವಾ, ಇಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ಈಗ ಬಂದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ ಡೊನೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ. So I really did not know what to do. So I really appreciate Vijay Kumar as well as Deepak Suman and their teams for the wonderful work what they have done. Especially 50 for nearly 1,909 members. Am I right, Governor? Yes. The model club. I know 317A, whenever I go and ask them, now whether it is our MCC Nagaraj Bairi or the current Governor Ramesh, I ask for 2 or 3 so that each district will have some. They were always used to tell me, don't worry sir, we will give. Why you are asking 1 or 2, why not 4 or 5? And this year they also have given 10. But when it is a smaller districts, it's much, much tougher. I think especially 317F is a new district comparatively. It's an excellent achievement. Making 8 model clubs and planning another 4 in the coming years. So I'd again like to congratulate and compliment for the wonderful work what I have done. Here I would like to bring another information for all the lions of 317F so that each and every one of you will be very proud. There are nearly, I think, 63 clubs in 317F. I'm not very correct because I'm not connected with GMT. So I focus more. I focus so much on LCIF. I think GMT and other areas somehow I lose out. But what is interesting is 54% of the clubs have contributed. 54% of the clubs have contributed. That's a very good thing. And also 11% of 1,909 members, nearly about 190 to 200 members have contributed. How much? I don't want to talk about it. Maybe $10, maybe $50, maybe $1,000. But they have contributed. I think highest is coming from, currently I think maybe from your ID NRC Vamshidhar Babu, and also your past district governor and my team member, Lion Satnan Raju, $10,000 each. Yeah, just get up Satnan Raju, you should get recognized. Wonderful job. Once more, I would like to congratulate. So this 11% what you have contributed is a record for our Isami area. No other district has, I think the second highest is somewhere around 10.2% or something. You are at 11%. I would like you to keep it up. So what I want here, even though see all these numbers are good, I really am very proud that I am part of your district from the multiple side. But at the same time, I would like to inform all of you, especially the leaders of 317F. When I say 200 members have contributed out of 1,909 members, remember 1,700 members have not contributed even $1. So that's why all the leaders, please, whenever you visit the club or you go back to your home clubs, make every lion at least contribute $10 so that their name gets recorded in the international. Second thing, yesterday I was telling the same thing in the 317A. You see a lot of, just now they presented the permanent projects in our multiple. When you go and look at it, you should, each and every one of us as Lions, we should feel very proud. ನಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇದಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಇಫ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿಗ್. ನನ್ನ ಅಳಿಲು ಸೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಳಿಲು ಸೇವೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ $10 each member. So 11% you have done. Each of you, I think, go talk to each member. I think $10 will be roughly about 740 rupees or 750 rupees. Because last time when I was talking in my cabinet meeting of my home district, when I asked, everybody happily gave that $10, 750 rupees. You know why? Because they're happy that I'm not going to them that asking for an MJF. But yes, it's okay. But at least your name should be there. Go and talk to your club members that each and every one, $10 is not much, 750 rupees is not much. But each lion, when he sees a permanent project, he should feel proud. See, there is a contribution from my side. It's ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟು, ನಾನು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ that feeling we should have. That makes Lions movement lot more greater, and we can take up much bigger projects. Maybe $10 into 1,900 can be smaller, but it's important each and every lion is contributing. Also, I'll take this moment to congratulate your IPDG Ravindra and also your PDG Satnan Raju for initiating this activity. That is, each and every member should contribute as much as you can. That's how you have reached 11%. Otherwise, I think our multiple average is 2.5%. That is 2.5% of the 20,000 people only have contributed, whereas your district has contributed 11%. It's an achievement. As I told, it's the highest record in the Isami, but it's an achievement. But I want that remaining 89% also, if they contribute, if they become part of our this thing, or during this Lionistic year, it will be a much greater feeling, and as Lions we will feel lot more prouder. So I also take this opportunity to congratulate your ID NRC for taking the initiative to get 2 grants this year, and also I think our past technical advisor Chandrasekhar Shetty is not here, I think, for getting 10 vision centers. This Lionistic year, you have got 1 standard grant already approved, maybe not come, maybe the information might not have come to the leadership, but the international leadership from Vijay Kumar Raju and Vamshidhar Babu, I got the message that already the project is approved. You will be soon getting that dialysis center. Also 10 vision centers is approved. You will be getting that. Utilize it very well. It's a great achievement. I'd like to also congratulate our district governor, this year, for the excellent initiative taken along with the ID NRC, Vamshidhar Babu. So with these few words, again, I'd like to congratulate and compliment all of you, expecting 317F will retain that status of being number 1 in the Isami, whereas each and every district is competing. Soon they will become 11%, 20% in no time. So then you will go down. So unless you start walking faster, overtake this 11%, try to reach your 100%, you will not retain that top position. Wishing you that you will retain that top position. And also 33 clubs not paid even $1, focusing on those 33 clubs to see that their names also gets registered in that campaign and register. So I would like to wish you all the best in this Lionistic year. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your kind words. We now have one more video presentation of the permanent projects of our district.
Lions Clubs International Foundation, LCIF, mission is to support the efforts of Lions Clubs and partner in serving communities locally and globally, giving hope and impacting lives through humanitarian service projects and grants. LCIF coordinator from each Lions district raises funds for LCIF from contributions for MJFs and PMJFs, and also encourage members in the district to be a proud contributor towards Campaign 100 program. The number of deaths due to chronic kidney disease (CKD) in India rose from 0.59 million in 1990 to 1.18 million. A 2008 estimate put the number of patients for chronic dialysis in India at about 1,75,000, about 129 per million population. A systematic review in 2010 estimated that about two-thirds of all patients with kidney failure die without receiving dialysis, and the numbers are rising each year. Lions Clubs International has various dialysis centers to help patients undergo dialysis at very affordable costs. The dialysis center at Shirdi Sai Hospital is a permanent project of LDSF, Lions District 317F Service Foundation. This dialysis center is a permanent project of Lions Club of Doddaballapur. Blindness can be caused due to numerous conditions. The leading causes of chronic blindness include cataract, refractive errors, glaucoma, corneal opacities, age-related macular degeneration, trachoma, childhood blindness, and diabetic retinopathy. According to the National Blindness and Visual Impairment Survey conducted between 2015 and 19, cataract is the leading cause of blindness in people above 50 years. The condition is behind 66.2% blindness cases, 80.7% severe visual impairment cases, and 70.2% moderate visual impairment cases in this age group. Lions are known throughout the world for the work to improve the lives of visually impaired and prevent avoidable blindnesses. Lions District 317F conducts eye screenings and cataract surgeries to Minto Ophthalmic Hospital for the poor and needy, a permanent project of Lions Club of Bangalore North. Every year, our nation requires about 5 crore units of blood, out of which only a meager 2.5 crore units of blood are available. Every 2 seconds, someone needs blood. Blood cannot be manufactured. It can only come from generous donors like you and me. Blood donation camps are conducted by Lions Clubs across the country by organizing blood donation camps at public places, companies, and by organizing special camps. Lions Clubs International Districts operating out of Bangalore have Lions Blood Bank to help the needy and save lives of our GeoWards, a permanent project of Bangalore Lions Service Trust, representing 6 clubs of 317F and 1 club each from 317A and 317E. When an arm or other extremity is amputated or lost, a prosthetic device can play an important role in rehabilitation. For many, artificial limb can improve mobility, is a great help to manage their daily activities and help them to stay independent. Lions Clubs International District 317F has Artificial Limb Center at Kirloskar Hospital to help the poor and needy, a permanent project of Lions Club of Bangalore Kumarapark.
Before we move on to the next event, we have the second lucky dip. I'll now request PMCC and Ramchandran to do the honors. 84. PDG Srinivasan is the winner of the second lucky dip. 84. PDG Srinivasan, please come over. Thank you so much. I would now like to invite our multiple council chairperson, MD317, Line Nagaraj V. Berry, to address us.
Good evening, all of you. Presiding officer and LCF coordinator, district LCF coordinator Vijay Kumar, multi-talented personality of our Indian Lionism, past international director and LCF trustee Vijay Kumar Raju, future of our multiple. ID endorse Vamshidhar Babu, statistics specialist, walking encyclopedia, our LCF coordinator of our multiple, yes, Ramchandran, future of your district, Nambiar and Rajshekaraya, past district governors, Satyanarayana Raju, LCF coordinator of our multiple, past district governors, D. Srinivas, Ashwataya, and N. Kumar, dignitaries of the DAS, my dear fellow alliance and friends in the cause of service, Namaste, and seasonal greetings to all of you. It's my pleasure to be here on this occasion of your MJF Nite celebrations. At the outset, I would like to congratulate you all for being MJF Lions and one among 4.4 lakh Lions around the world, and also who have raised themselves in a crowd of 700 crore people around the world just because of your kind heart and kind act to serve the society through our Lionism. I wish you all the best in all your future endeavors, and also I wish all the best for these celebrations. Celebration will not end without remembering our founder, Melvin Jones, driven by his dynamic personality and heart full of kindness. He has helped to create a service organization 102 years ago, which is still thriving today in 206 countries and 50,000 clubs. Happy Founders Day to all of you. Friends, you all know leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. Here is one leader. He has shown the entire world how to conduct ISAME forum even in this COVID situation. He is none other than our PID Vijay Kumar Raju. He has brought laurels to our country, and today he has come all the way from Vizag to attend your function, which shows his commitment towards Lionism and also love towards your district. We are all happy, we are all blessed to have him in this evening. Thank you very much, sir. Friends, your district is doing fantastically well, even in this COVID situation under the leadership of your governor, district governor Deepak Suman. He has already conducted hundreds of leadership seminars and workshops, including Udan series of seminars, which brought laurels to your district, and numerous service activities, which includes blood donation camps and hunger projects, and extended 3 new clubs. And now, today, his team is contributing about 55 MJFs. Great going. Many achievement in this year. I congratulate him, and also I wish him all the success in all his future endeavors. Friends, all the district in our multiple is doing very well. Many achievement in this year. For the first time in the history of our multiple, we have crossed 20,000 mark in membership growth. For the first time in the history of our multiple, we have coordinated with Tata Trust to bring COVID relief materials to all the district to a tune of 7 crores. This is a major achievement. And also for the first time in the history of our multiple, we have reduced the financial obligation of individual lions by cutting the contribution to LCCI. This year we got PAN card and regularized all our accounting systems. Not only in our multiple, in national level also, our India has emerged as the #1 in membership, thus surpassing our native America, and international also has crossed 50,000 mark in club growth. Friends, at the end, I request all of you to motivate your clubs to become model clubs, your members to become MJF Lions, and your friends to become LCF donors, and spread the fragrance of Lionism around our world. With these few words, I hope this celebration will motivate you to contribute more contribution brings the confidence in you. That confidence has the power to change your life and lifestyles, thus bringing success in you. Thank you. Long live Lionism.
Thank you, sir. I would like to invite our own International Director Endorsee, Lion Vamshidhar Babu, to speak a few words.
Presiding Officer Vijay Kumar, distinguished leadership present here, and my dear fellow Lions in the cause of service. Very good evening to all of you. Ellarigu namaskara. Friends, today is a very special day for District 317F. Starting from 2017-18 Lionistic year, in the last 3 years, from our district, we have contributed 55,000 US dollars to LCIF. This year, in the year of pandemic, we are contributing $55,000. Thanks to each and every Lion of District 317F who has come forward and made this possible today. From the time our district was formed, the leadership of India, the leadership of the multiple was saying, why District 317F is not utilizing the grants which are eligible to your district. I served as the LCIF coordinator for South India for 4 years, continue to work with LCIF, but this year the time has come when we have been able to utilize what is our right. Like Ramachandran was talking about it, the first grant we got this year is 100,000 US dollars matching grant to our Lions Blood Bank for upgradation of the blood bank and getting a mobile blood bank. Friends, our contribution of 25 lakhs has already been spent. The mobile van is on its way. It should be here anytime shortly. The recently concluded Board of Trustees meeting, the trustees have granted the second matching grant to our district. Another very old pending project of ours, the upgradation of the dialysis project in Shirdi Sai Hospital, another $100,000. The third one is a site first grant for capacity building of the Minto Hospital and putting up 10 eye screening centers across the multiple for $173,000. Friends, this year alone, LCIF board is giving 373,000 US dollars to our district. Please put your hands together to the trustee Vijay Kumar Raju, who has been instrumental in supporting our projects and getting these grants to us. Friends, the true art of living is to give from the heart without any consideration. True giving always comes from the place, our heart, where the happiness comes from. Giving to the less fortunate than us will have long-lasting effects. Giving is the key to success, fulfillment, and prosperity. The world needs more people like you who could make this place a better place to live in. No one has ever become poor by giving, said Anne Frank. Giving is not just making a donation, it is about making a difference, said Kathy Calvin. We make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give, said Winston Churchill. At the end, friends, it's not what we have or what we have accomplished, but what we have given to the society to make it a better place to live in. This is what Lions of District 317F have been doing in the last few years. I wish God gives us strength to continue this wonderful activity we are doing for Lions Clubs International Foundation. I would like to make a special mention of Lions Club of Yelahanka today. Friends, out of this 55,000 US dollars, 18,000 US dollars is coming from Lions Club of Yelahanka. Compliments to Sachinarayana Raju and the team of Yelahanka. Friends, let us continue to do what we are doing. Thank you very much. Long live Lionism. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. And before I call upon Bernard to introduce our chief guest, we'll have the third lucky dip. And I would like to invite Nagaraj Berry sir to do the honors. One in 4-14. Lion Shobha from Suraksha. Thank you, sir. I now request Lion Bernard to introduce our chief guest. Evening.
Good evening, all. It's indeed a great pleasure to introduce a towering personality of our Lions fraternity, Lion Vijay Kumar Raju Vagesa, PMJF. Sir, I'm really honored. And when I went through your resume, it was like too much. I thought I'll try and shorten, and I'll try my best. He hails from Visakhapatnam, India, a visionary leader with a conquering imagination and a leader par excellence with a firm belief that if we dare to dream, we dare to succeed. A member of Visakhapatnam Samarasya Lions Club since 1996. He has held many offices within the association, including club president, zone chairperson, district governor, multiple district council secretary, and regional LCF coordinator. He served the international board during the year 2016 and 18 as director. He is currently serving the 3-year term as a trustee of Lions Club International Foundation from 2018 till 2021. Lion Raju has carved phenomenal impression in Lionism as a campaign 100 lead gift donor, life member at 2nd Century Ambassador of the Association, above all, Ambassador of Goodwill Award, which is the highest honor for a Lion. It deserves a big round of applause. In recognition of his services to the association, he has received numerous awards like 100% District Governor Excellence Award, 14 New Club Extension Awards, 6 times International Leadership Medals, 10 times International President Medals, and 4 Diamond White Sapphire Gold Pin with MJF. He is also Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow. Director Raju, his wife Lion Sudha, daughter Lion Kinara, son-in-law Lion Kiran, and grandson Dhruva add to the bliss of his life's treasures. It's indeed a great honor and privilege to have you amongst us. Over to you, sir.
Friends, good evening. Presiding officer of this very special evening and this very special function, District LCIF Coordinator Lion Vijay Kumar, leader of the district, a very dear friend, District Governor Lion Deepak Suman, International Director Endorsee, a very dear friend, Lion Vamsidhar Babu, leader of this multiple, someone who's done a enormous work for the foundation last Lionistic year, apart from the rest of the LCI part elements, Council Chairman Lion Nagaraj Berry, my very dear friend, someone with whom I have traveled ever since we have become Governor, Vice Governor, and we continue to travel. A wonderful friend, MD Coordinator LCIF, past Council Chairman Lion Ramachandran, very bright Vice District Governors of this wonderful district, Cabinet Secretary, Cabinet Treasurer, very esteemed past governors. And Satyanarayan Raju, I could get to see past Governor Srinivasan and everyone. Indeed, it's truly an honor to be with you on this wonderful evening. Friends, coming to your district has always been a wonderful experience and a lot of joy. Coming to Bangalore itself, whether it's this function, another district, meeting all of you on this wonderful occasion of celebrating the Melvin Jones birthday and also felicitating, celebrating those of you who have contributed for the greater good of humanity through your MJF contributions or an individual contributions. Friends, I only start from where Director and Dorsey Line Vamsi had left. We make a living by what we get, and that's what he said, we make a life by what we give. As Lions, as members of this organization, we have an obligation to do the community service. Though we are about 104 years old, though as Lions of India, we being the largest in the world in terms of membership, though we claimed ourselves or we proclaimed ourselves, where there's a need, there is always a lion. We have created a foundation, our foundation, almost 52 years ago. Probably the world is today is in much more need than ever before. I would only see the slide that is behind me would speak what sort of world that you and I are living. It's something like 253 million people. That's about 25.5 crore people. Either they're living partially blind or visually impaired. That is the kind of world that you are living. You're living in a world where almost 245 children die every day. We did a massive campaign for measles rubella vaccination program, but we ended it up there itself. If you remember, that was 2018 program for us. It's an unbelievable statement to realize or to understand that every 2 minutes a child turns out to be malignant or a childhood cancer case that comes up. And we all know about hunger. 800 million people are in, people go to bed hungry. It means without a meal, they sleep the night. It is about 80 crore people. Another incredible achievement for the Indians, typically, we are the headquarters or the nation's pride for having the diabetes as the capital for this disease, and 650 million people are suffering or known to be suffering for diabetes. This is the world what we are truly now living in, and this is not cooked up by me or anyone here. It has been the global studies of the world. When you claim yourself to be the world's largest service organization, when we claim ourselves to be the largest membership nation in the association, it also comes with a responsibility that we must be doing something very meaningful and very effective. Friends, our clubs have been doing several of the projects that are laid down by the district governors, our district leadership, or a multiple leadership. But there are also challenges that needs to be addressed. It's you, me together have to focus on those 8 global causes. We never expected that we would ever have to go through this kind of a pandemic. But the kind of work your leaders, our Lions, our clubs have done during these difficult times was unbelievable. And my congratulations, hats off to the work that you have done, which is phenomenal. I'm sorry. What did LCIF do? We also did 5.3 million US dollars is what we have contributed to various districts for various grants for only COVID purposes. Out of 76 districts in this country, we have given 67 districts $670,000 so that they would do their best in this difficult times. There are brilliant chairmen like your council chairman and the leadership of this multiple, which worked out beyond their reach and reached out to Tata Trust or various organizations and brought in funds, and you have collectively done an enormous work. The bottom line for all this is to increase our service impact. What is the service impact and where would it be get benefited? It's your clubs gets an opportunity to establish much more, or the members to do much more than what we have otherwise planned. This is where Lions Clubs International thought, when you have such huge needs, the world is so desperately need Lions effort. It is not sufficient for us to really do the kind of work and the current work that we are right now doing. That is the reason we have brought in an initiative called Campaign 100. I'm so very thankful to all of you for being part of Campaign 100 by way of your MJF contribution or the contribution that Lion Ramachandran had spoken, that you are part of this Campaign 100. What does this Campaign 100 says? It's all about involving Lions 100%. Campaign 100 denotes involving every Lion into the part of enhancing service impact, into the area of giving. Making him part of this Campaign 100 is an absolute goal. It is not that we are talking about $1,000 or $100,000 or anything. We are talking about a Lion, 20,000 Lions of this multiple to be part of Campaign 100. And how can they really become one? The moment a Lion contributes $100, the Lion contributes $100, he is part of Campaign 100 and he would be proudly wearing a pin like what I am wearing with a number called 100. I'm sure all of you, along with your MJF pin and plaque, you will also get this particular Campaign 100 pin so that you are part of this campaign program. Friends, what will happen if just you and me give about $100? It was nice of Ramachandran to ask, be part of this Campaign 100 on a 100% scale. Congratulations for that percentage of involvement that you have out of your 65 clubs and the contribution percentage, and my appreciation goes to all of you. If you think that you give $100, right? If you think you can give $100 or an average rate of, let us say, 7,200 rupees. Am I right? It's about $100 could cost us 7,000. Imagine in a city like Bangalore where you have a huge eye hospital chain of ours and also must be other charity organization. With your $100, you can give vision to at least 10 people. Though international standard says only 2 people, but we would say when we have our Lions effort here, we can almost say 10 people. Right or wrong? It's possible. It's also possible by your $100, friends. The children's program video we have seen on the Lions Quest. One complete classroom can be provided with the books. The complete class of 30 or 40 children can be, studying that. Well, if you're very keen on disaster relief, probably 4 victims can always be supported if you be part of $100. And if you think an $100 is contributed to Campaign 100, you are almost giving life or preventing 100 children dying from measles and rubella. Can you believe this? If you put in $100, 7,200 rupees, that makes 100 children would survive and live, with so happily. It's all about your $100. We can perhaps provide childhood cancer. We can, at least 15 people can be prevented from chronically, remaining hungry, so that some hunger project can be taken up. I don't know any of you are aware of those projects that were sanctioned until Ram or until Vamsi had spoken. I'm sure your governor would have been, or vice governors would have been known about this. Friends, it's only possible. It's because of you and your contribution. Today, let's congratulate, applaud for ourselves for the wonderful contribution that you have made through your $1,000 by pledging yourself to be MJFs of this generosity. Thank you for your generosity. This goes a long way. It should not end there. In your club, minimum of 20 members or beyond, and lot many lines, you should be able to inspire. We have kept a lot of material outside. I would request all of you to carry at least one set of brochures. Have a glance at those papers, look at them, and if possible, talk good about your foundation, because your foundation is the best in the world and no other foundation can match our foundation anywhere, because 54 years old, we have more than $1 billion of contributions given to various grants, and Financial Express established us to be the best NGO in the world way back in 2007, and still now there is no other study done, and continuously a 4-star charity navigator status, and above all, we collect $40 million and we contribute $44 to $45 million. That includes the interest that is earned out of that money is given back as a contribution to various grants, and no other organization does it. Mark my words, including the staff are paid from your other expenses, not from the foundation's money that you really donate or gift. It's only possible because we are a combination of Lions Clubs International and Lions Clubs International Foundation. Two faces of the same coin, but only thing is, this does the foundation and grants work, the other one looks at your membership, engagement, activities, etc. and etc. So it gets taken care by them. Having said all this, it's our responsibility, it's our commitment to our foundation that we have not only given, but we will make ourselves, our fellow Lions and members in our Lions Club to give and to be part of. I must congratulate two wonderful Lion leaders who are sitting here. Friends, when we wanted to start this campaign 100, we were not very confident as trustees. Can we really do it? Our challenge of campaign 100 is for not 1 year, it is for 3 years. The goal was campaign 100 denotes for $100 million to be raised every year, and we give back $100 million to every one of those grants who seek. So it was 100% Lions involvement. Nothing less than $100 is the minimum contribution. We wanted you to join your hands as you are part of campaign 100. And our intention is to raise $100 million in 3 years. I'm so very happy to tell you, at the close of 3 years, we've extended this campaign by a year because of the COVID situation, and we are at $187 million already collected at about 70% of our goal. We have set an annual goal, a monthly goal, and also a goal for all the 3 years. We are confident that because of your generosity, because of the Lions around the world's contribution, that we have people willing and confident that you will be supporting this cause. Now, how are we going to help this? Many a times in my past experience, the senior Lions, is to keep talking about LCIF you give, it goes to abroad. We have one achievement as your trustee that we did. We created an LCIF India. LCIF India is an LCIF's offshoot arm of the India, registered in India, has its Section 12A exemption, has its ATG, so that every contribution that you make, you are entitled for your tax exemptions, where you get your receipt and the money would be utilized only within India, and that's our intention is very, very clear. Now I have two comparisons to make at this stage. You said India is the world's largest membership nation. In Rotary, Rotarians of India don't stand anywhere on those platform of the highest level. They are less by us about 125,000. They are around 145, 150 is where they oscillate their membership. When you talk about Rotary Foundation and Lions Foundation, I'll tell you a very interesting story. Lions of India, whether now or in the past, have in the practice of giving close to $2.5 million. Around 10-12 crores is on average that what we give. In each year, the leaders before me, though they were not trustees, they were called steering committee members, or they were called whatever the designation they've had until the board was created to be trustees. Our people have been always successful, at least 4.5 to 5 million. It means India believes strongly in taking money, There's no doubt about it. Can you guess how much of money that foundation would have put in this country? In India alone, 284 million US dollars have been invested by Lions Clubs International Foundation ever since it has started its operations in 1956 to 58, though we have started at 68 we have started, and we started our grant somewhere around 70 back in India, smaller or bigger. So $284 million. You can calculate how many thousands of crores. You should be proud to know your own Bangalore West Trust Hospital, the grant administrator sitting here, we have given more than 15 crore rupees for a hospital. Can you imagine Lions establishing such hospital? Deepak made an application, for your blood bank. Krishna and Vamsi did not leave me, at any point of time. Pursue this case, pursue this application. You have got $100,000. And for your dialysis center, I suddenly received one message from, very strange message without name, nothing, one name. We have been struggling to get last 10 years a grant for our school expansion, something like that. He has written and left it. He didn't even put his name at the bottom. Please help. This is what the word, please help. I said, what is this? Let me dig into the whole story. And I'm so very happy to inform you, we have got that school also a grant. Last 2 years, each year we meet 4 times, and you wouldn't believe it. We have got you more than about 220 crore rupees grants only in this 2.5 years, and still, in this dynastic year, one more trustees meeting needs to go. I strongly urge all of you, and the clubs especially, take part actively in Campaign 100. Make sure every member of your Lions Club be part of Campaign 100 by at least contributing $100. That's what I said, 7,200. Number 2, ask for grants. I promise you, and I did remember, this is what I've spoken when I came to install Satyanarayan Raju that year, or the year later when I've come, that you give me 100, you ask for 200, it is my job to get you 200%, double the quantum, and I've done that job only in your multiple, in your district. If you look at the whole thing, if there are applications, we are here to, work along with those committees and make sure you get more money. Friends, all I would say, Campaign 100 is our lifeline. And Melvin Jones Fellowship is the backbone of the foundation, because 98% of our funds come only from your MJF contributions. Sometimes MJF money, 70, 80,000 could be very difficult for one individual to move. But you can think of becoming an MJF, write a small pledge and give it in about 5 times, 6 times later. $100 that you can, every penny that is given, whether it's $10 or $100, with your membership number, with your name, it gets credited into your individual ledger account of this foundation. Nobody can change that system. In case you have forgotten to give your membership number and name, still we will put it into the district account unaccounted without name. Anytime that can be claimed, it will be under District317F. And we do not know anything about the district. Since it is originated from Bangalore or Goa, we will straight away remit this into pool of that MD317 pool. And that is the system of transparency that we manage in managing our accounts all throughout. If you recall, I did mention we must recognize 2 important people. I would now invite Lion Vamsidhar Babu to rise from his chair, and also Ramchandran. These 2 gentlemen have made us so very proud from your multiple that they have pledged $100,000. Why should they do $100,000 to Campaign 100 in a span about of 4 years, and they have been contributing regularly and timely. I did the same. The question is, we strongly believe what we give is what is going to come back to us, in good fortune, in the goodness of the life, or some other way, the best things will happen. Thank you, Ram. Thank you, Vamsi, for that wonderful leadership. So there is recognition from simple $100 to, a person like the world's largest contributor. We are so very proud. That is Aruna Oswal. She has done $8 million. That comes to around 42 crore rupees of her money. 42 crore rupees of money she contributed to our foundation. Any individual who pledges more than $25,000, our foundation has agreed to give that money through a grant to the program, organization, or a project at the advice of the individual. See, when Ram or Vamsi completes their 100, they can decide where this money needs to go to the extent of 100. This is the liberty that we give. This is an honor. I would pay. It is a respect that we have. I must also make a mention. Thank you for your Ram Narayan. Did I say right? No. Ramnath Narayan. Ramanathan. I'm sorry, Ramanathan. For your time and the initiative that he has brought in certain bankers, Bank of Baroda and Vijay Bank, the erstwhile Vijay Bank, talking about how can we collaborate to work with Lion. Thank you for those wonderful ideas that never stuck to our mind in terms of, the rewards or the credit and the button. This has always been an amazing group. Whenever I come to Bangalore, I get to meet Anil and others, we get new ideas so that we take back to the board and we start giving. Friends, last, those wonderful 9 names that are written there, the Model Lions Clubs. And outstanding clubs. 9 model clubs of this district have stood absolutely, distinctively separate from the rest. And every club can become one model club. Any, or 10, is it 10 or 9? 10. You said 9, no? Because Ram reduced 8. Then I counted from one corner of my eye. I said, okay, it was 9. Oh, that's great. 10 Lions Club. Thank you very much. Let's put our hands together for all those members, whether they are here or not. Thank you for your leadership. But I would love to see a district which is 100% model clubs. What is this model club business? It is just a club of 20 members. Imagine. A club of 20 members. Imagine there are family members of 5 or 7. Remove those 5, 7 members. Name. From the count of 20, remove 7, 8, 9, whatever it is, take it off. They would remain only 14 people. Am I right? If 14 people have to just give $500 in 4 years' time, $500 in 4 years' time. 125, 125, 125 and 4 years' time. That becomes how many? About $7,000. If there is anyone in between gives 1 or 2 MJFs in that club, subtract that as well. So average members per membership giving must be $500 of excluding family members, excluding the Leos or campus students or etc. and etc. And you can create your model club because you are going to be very distinctively recognized by the Lions Clubs International Foundation. A rolling chain goes around in the headquarters and you will be named after those model clubs for the entire activity, and that comes in. You have pledge forms available with your governor. Make your governor proud. There are only 2 governors that I have come across, 317A and now 317F, who have had completed, and your district has become a platinum status of the Model Lions Clubs group. Thank you for your leadership, Deepak, for wonderful work that you are doing. Once again, I thank all the Melvin Jones Fellows. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your help. Continue to support the foundation. Friends, there are several options that are available. All this is only possible. We are working hard to raise this money to help your clubs get more funds, more grants, and to increase your service impact. You must, as Lions of Karnataka and Goa together, as multiple, should think of how are we going to handle the disease of, diabetes? How are we going to handle the kidney dialysis, chronic kidney diseases? Or how are we going to handle the hunger programs in this multiple? That's the level of thinking that you need to have. A similar working groups could establish in the district level so that each one create, because I strongly believe great minds discuss ideas. I don't have to repeat. This is not an ordinary, simple statement. Average minds discuss events. Small minds talk about individuals. We are not the small people of the society. We are not even an average. I consider all of us to be one of those greatest lions of this great city of Bangalore and the great state of Karnataka and Goa. And you should now talk about great ideas. Remember, your big brother is your foundation. Your partner is your foundation. You can think of a small, tiny Lions Club of 20 members whose pockets not as deep as the big rich people of Bangalore, but you can still dream of a project of a couple of crores and start working towards that project. You must have a permanent engagement called permanent project on any one of the global cause, so that your foundation will support, your multiple will support, your district will support, and everybody will stand by you. This is the modern way of taking the Lionism forward. And with this, once again, my respect to the senior most past governor line, Srinivasanji, and very esteemed senior past governor sitting in the audience. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. Good luck to everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to request your indulgence to stand for a couple of more minutes. Now invite our district governor to come over, and also the coordinator line, Ravi Chandran, to do a small launch of our digital district directory. And Bernard, being the man what he is now just sending you the link of the district directory to all your phones.
I'm so very pleased and honored to inaugurate the digital edition of 317F district directory. Good luck to everyone. Thank you. Start with your photo.
Thank you, sir. And before we move on to the next event, the fourth lucky dip, I would like to invite our ID NRC to do the honors. $24. small time check as we speak. We are about exactly 20 minutes behind. I would like to now invite our presiding officer, Lion Vijay Kumar, to present the statistics of contributions you received.
Well, Lions, it's time for us to show our support and congratulate all the Lions who have come forward to support our LCF in various ways, either it's MJF or PMJF or Campaign Under Program. A big thank to all Lions of our District 317F for generously contributing to the cause of Lionism. So the statistics for the last 4 years goes like this. In the year 2017-18, the total contribution was US $16,173. Number of donors being 21, club participation 23.7%, and member participation 1.1%. 18-19, US $11,473 was the total contribution. Number of donors being 12, club participation being 15.7%, and member participation at 7.7%. 19-20, US $26,126, number of donors 178, club participation being 44.4%, and member participation 10%. In that year, our past district governor Ravindra's efforts making more Lions to contribute towards Campaign 100 made the number of donors more, and club participation also increased substantially. In the year 2021, up to 27 Jan 2021, we have remitted $15,172.92 to LCF India, the number of donors being 36, club participation being 33.8%, and member participation being 1.9%. So totally, in the last 4 years, we have contributed US $68,946, number of donors being 218, club participation being at 61.5%, and member participation at 11%. And today, we are proud to announce that we are contributing US $40,450. So the total contribution for the year 2021 stands at US $55,623. So in the last 4 years, our total contribution as on today stands at US $1,396.5. I think the benchmark I was told is $1 lakh for us to get the grants on priority. We have achieved that. So once again, thanks to all the Lions of our District 317F. Yes, sir. Now it will increase because we are not taken into the amount which is not credited to the account in LCF.
The top portion is of the insights dashboard, and the bottom portion is what we need to add to the dashboard.
And with respect to the contributions towards MJFs and PMJFs, it goes like this. 2017-18, 11 MJFs were there, 3 PMJFs, and campaign in US dollars stands at 2173, and total contribution for the year 17-18 was 16,173. 18-19, 4 MJFs and 7 PMJFs, and campaign 100 contribution was 473. Total $11,473 were contributed. 19-20, 17 MJFs, 2.5 PMJFs, campaign in US dollars stands at 6,626, and totally 26,126 was contributed in that year. 2021 up to 27 January, 11 MJFs amounts has been credited to LCF India, 16 MJFs given their payments in full to the district. The amount is to be remitted to the LCF India, and 4 MJFs amount has already been credited to PMJFs, and 24 is full payments have been done to the district. So campaign 100 US dollars stands at 622. Totally $55,623 has been contributed in the year 2021. So in the last 4 years, the total number of MJs being 59, PMJFs being 40.5, and campaigner at US dollar stands as 9896, and totally we have now till today we have contributed $1,09,796.
Thanks, Vijay. Now we move on to the recognition of MJFs, PMJFs, and the model clubs. And before we do that, the fifth lucky dip, I would like to invite, if our sponsor is present here, Lion Naveen from Seshadripuram, along with our district governor, to do the honors. He's the one who is sponsored. Thank you so much for sponsoring all the 5 prizes. And if he is around, then I would like to invite him as well to participate in this, the fifth lucky dip. $65. And for those who are keenly watching those 2 slides presented by Vijay Kumar, I just have to mention that Bernard is bad at math and I'm good at accounts. And that's the reason the first slide showed $100,000 and the second one showed $109,000.
Yeah, it's matching now. Thank you, Bernard.
Vijay, can we start? I would like to request
on this occasion, as a LGF coordinator, my individual contribution in supporting the MJF and the PMJFs and the 9 model clubs stands at 3.5 lakhs, roughly around $4,750.
I think it deserves a very rich round of applause for a wonderful. Thank you for your generosity. Good luck.
I now request all the MJFs and PMJFs based on their names to come over and receive the recognition as we call out. We'd like to invite Shri Srinivasaya from Hoskote to...
I think Srinivasaya is not there today. Can go to the next
is anyone else from Hoskote to receive it?
I now call upon B. Mohan Kumar from Henur Arvind Nagar Club to take up his MJF plaque. Yes, sir.
Lion Suresh Karjatkar is next.
Lions Suresh Karjatkar, please come forward. Now it's Suresh Karjatkar. I call upon Gangadhar Hiramet to please follow Suresh.
Thanks, Lion.
This is Lion Suresh Karjatkar from LCP Kumara Park.
Lion Gangadhar Hiramet from LCP Kumara Park.
This is Lion Gangadhar Hiramet from Kumara Park again. Lion Pankajavani, please come forward. Followed by Sharda Mulgun.
Next is Lion Sharda Mulgun. Next is the First Lady of our district, Lion Sindhu Suman. And requesting the DG to do the honors.
Venkat Narsimulu next.
Lion Venkat Narsimlu. Lion Nagamani. Spandana. Line PM Shiv Prasad from LCB Jai Mahal. Line BS Sitaram Gupta, LCB Sheshadripuram. Line D Kannan from Malaysian Heritage. Line D Kannan. We are celebrating an event. I would request all of you to applaud the contribution that every one of us people have made. Line D Kannan from Malaysian Heritage, followed by Line Manjunath from Devanahalli. Line B Manjunath. After Line B Manjunath, we have Line B Srinivasulu from LCB Jai Mahal. After Line V Srinivasulu, we have Line R Shivkumar from LC Chintamani. After Line Shivkumar, LC Chintamani, we have Line KM Rajshekhar from LCB Sheshadripura. Please do go ahead and clap. It actually reduces our blood pressure as well. So, Line SS Chandrasekhar from Maruti Sevanagar. followed by my co-RC Lion Sundari Venkatachalam. Sundari madam, please come over. Next, Akshay Chandrasekhar. HP Ramanjini, LCB, Henur Arvind Nagar. HP Ramanjini ಅವರು ರೆಡಿಯಾಗಿರಿ. HK Ramanjini ಅವರು LCB Henur Arvind Nagar. Followed by Lion Shobha Srinivas, Suraksha. We have Lion BR Tejasvi from LCB North. Lion Tejasvi is here. Lal Sharma from LC Yelahanka, Lion Anand Kumar, Lion Ramkrishna, all of them from LC Yelahanka. Shankar Lal Sharma, Anand Kumar, Ramkrishna, Anant Raju, Anand Kumar, Lions Club Yelahanka. Then we have Shankar Lal Sharma, Ramkrishna, Anant Raju, Sridhar BS, MN Pratap Reddy, followed by Lion Sridhar BS, MN Pratap Reddy, Lion Srinivas Y, Lion Nagaraja C from Yelahanka, President Lion Anand. Everyone is done? All are done? We now welcome the PMJFs for the year 2021. First, we would like to recognize the contribution of our past district governor K. Satyanarayan Raju, Home Club Lions Club of Yelahanka. We are also thankful for $10,000. And we also are thankful for the contribution from Lion Yudhishthira from Vidyaranipura of $5,000. We now welcome Raju Chandrasekhar for his PMJF contribution from LCB Kumara Park, and Dr. Girish Y from Lions Club of Yelahanka for his PMJF contribution. Last but not least, I would ask Bernard Shetty to come to the stage for his PMJF contribution. $10,000 pledged by our ID endorsee. Earlier paid is $5,500. Today is contributing $10,000. Thank you all. Thank you so much for your contribution. I'm sure that all of us will. Thank you all for the MJF and the PMJF contributions. Now we move on to the model club. And I would request the representatives of the model clubs to come over and receive the recognition from our chief guest. The clubs which is going to become the premier model club is LCB Kumara Park. Alliance Renuka Karjarkar and all the members of LCB Kumara Park, please come over. Now we move on to the model clubs. We start with Lions Club of Suraksha. I invite the members of Lions Club of Suraksha to come over. All the members of Lions Club Suraksha who are present here. Followed by, after Suraksha is Lions Club of Maruti Sevanagar. Members of Maruti Sevanagar, please quickly come over. Sevanagar, please. After Maruti Sevanagar is Kodigehalli, GST coordinator and the members of Kodigehalli, please join the guests. Kodigehalli. After Kodigehalli, Shikshana. After Kodigehalli, it is Shikshana. After Shikshana, it is LCB Seshadripuram, requesting the members of Seshadripuram to come over and be ready. After Shikshana, LCB Seshadripuram, please come over. Seshadripuram is followed by Jai Mahal, District Governors Club. After Seshadripuram is LCB Jai Mahal. Jai Mahal Club. After Jaimal, we have Lions Club. After LCB Jaimal, we have Lions Club of Yelahanka. And also those clubs still yet to submit the pledge forms are requested to hand over that to the LCIF coordinator. LCB Jaimal members, please come over. After LCB Jaimal, we have Lions Club of Yelahanka. And please drop the pledge forms either with me or with the LCIF coordinator, and the hard copy is signed. After Yelahanka, we have Sarvagna Nagar. LCB Sarvagna Nagar, please come over.
I once again request all the model clubs to please hand over the pledge forms, hard copies of the pledge forms. Please leave it at the table here.
LCB Sarvagna Nagar, ECT's club.
Please give them a big hand.
Thank you so much. Thanks to all the MJFs, MJFs, and the model clubs for their wonderful and excellent contribution. Thank you, everyone. And I would now request all the dignitaries to occupy their seats. And I now request, as we come to the end of our program, I would like to request PDG K. Satyanarayan Raja to render the vote of thanks by PD.
So thanking once again all the MJFs and PMJFs as well as the model clubs. Thank you. I have got only 2 pledge forms here. I request other model clubs to please send. Yeah, we need the hard copies of the pledge forms of other clubs as well.
Friends, we've all been enjoyed our evening with we gave whatever we wanted to recognize here. We wanted to recognize our chief guest, behalf of our district. I request Vamshidhar sir and Satyanarayan sir together. VTG 1, VTG 2, please to join us. I request multiple council chairperson, Nagaraj Peri sir. Sir, Nambiar sir. Nambiar sir. I request Ramchandran sir, please. Manor Nambiar behind. Friends, our past district governor, GAT ambassador, as a MDSCF member, line A. Satyanarayan Raju sir, human
so much, Governor. And I request our Past District Governor K. Satyanarayana Raju to write the vote of thanks.
Dignitaries, fellow lions, good evening to all. Before thanking you, I would like to say, my mentor, P.A.D. Krishna Reddy, when I joined this Lionism, he taught me how to donate, how to do service. P.A.D. Vijay Kumar Raju, when he installed me as a district governor, that day he was mentioning we need to do a lot of donations. At the same time, what donations you are making, we will see that huge donations come back to society and that's it. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate and compliment and thank Lion Vijay Kumar, LCAF coordinator of our wonderful district, for making this the chief guest of the day, past international director with us today. We members of District 317F, thank you, sir. I would like to thank our district governor for his motivation for making this event wonderful. I am delighted to thank MCC Nagaraj Bairi for his presence, sir. LCF multiple coordinator, we used to call him always Anna, Ramanna. He used to motivate in the entire multiple LCF contributions. We thank you, sir, for your presence. I would like to thank our endorsee, ID endorsee, who was backbone of this wonderful evening. We thank you, sir. I would like to also thank our future leaders, First Vice District Governor Manohar Nambiar and Second Vice District Governor Rajshekaria, for your support. Galaxy of past district governors present here, I thank you all, sir. Many cabinet officers assembled here, I wholeheartedly thank you all. Last but not the least, you donors, you made this evening wonderful. You brought lauders to our district. I thank each and everyone for this good deed. I wholeheartedly, on behalf of multiple LCAF team, on behalf of district governor and LCAF district coordinator, Sir Vijay Kumar, I would like to thank all who assembled here today. Finally, I would like to thank Bernard Chetty and Ram, who made this colorful thing. Thank you one and all. Long live Lionism.
I'll just read out first and then. Friends, I know a very important assignment is left behind. Few of your lines who have done outstanding work in the Lionistic year. District Governor was so very pleased to recommend those names to the International President for consideration of the International President's Appreciation Certificate. President Choi was so very pleased to send in his Certificate of Appreciation awarded to Lion Advocate Anil Kumar, Lion Bernard R. Chetty, Lion Ravi Chandran, and Vijay Kumar. He states like this: in recognition of distinguished achievements in fulfilling the mission of Lions Clubs International, to affirm the appreciation and gratitude of the association, I have hereon to affix my signature during this Lions year 2020-2021. Young Yul Choi, International President 2021, United in Kindness and Diversity. Put your hands together for Lion Advocate Anil Kumar. I request the governors and vice governors to join. Then we also have Lion Rajesh, GLT Coordinator, and Lion Nagaraj, GMT Coordinator, whose certificates have come from the headquarters, but though they are not here, and they would be receiving soon from the governor. It's my pleasure to invite Lion Anil Kumar, Advocate District Global Service Coordinator. Congratulations. It is now Lion Bernard R. Chetty. It's time for Lion Ravichandran, the additional cabinet treasurer. Please come.